a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Hello everybody and welcome. We're looking at My Sweet Housemate. I'm joined with Mike. Are you ready for a sweet housemate?
No, I'm ready for a nightmare. Nightmare!
On Elm Street or off Elm Street?
On everywhere and every place. A fart.
550 a month. I'd take that. Oh, that is a very small place. That's a lot of money for something like that.
Are we in New York? Or LA?
Would make sense.
LA,
No
if
deposit.
you're getting like a studio apartment for like $5,000.
No deposit. That's usually a red flag too.
Yeah, that's true.
And no photo. Alright. I'm gonna go with female. Thanks, I hate it.
Somalia.
You tiredly wait for the application to go through before you shut your old laptop with a sigh. This ancient thing that has clearly seen better days somehow already managed to start hyperventilating after you opened just a couple of tabs. Oh, I used to have a laptop like that. Actually, it's still in the storage unit. You promptly put it in your backpack as you lean back in your seat. You can't help but let out a sour chuckle. Anyone else would probably find this old worn-down diner seat extremely uncomfortable, but you don't have the luxury to complain. In fact, it might be the softest thing you sat in a week. They're doing like the comic book style thing with the dots.
Yeah, a little bit.
Unaware of your own actions, you start anxiously fidgeting with your phone, silently praying to all the possible gods out there, and Satan, that your application will be approved. Look, you gotta go for all the avenues. 9, 10. At this point, you've been homeless for 11 months, nearly a year. After saving all the money you could for several months, you finally were able to save enough to rent an apartment. Or at least that's what you thought. In 11 months of your homelessness, the housing prices only went up, making it practically impossible for you to find anything affordable at this point. Boy, howdy do I know that feel. You frantically searched every housing website, hoping at least get some shitty old room, but nothing was ever even nearly at your price range. But this listing was everything you could ever ask for. You were thanking whoever was up there in the sky. Or down there in the pits of hell. See? You go for it all. That you managed to apply basically minutes after the listing went live. Sure, it is shady as hell. No deposit, no required credit history. There aren't even any pictures. And as a cherry on top, you have to live with some random guy you have no information about.
That's lovely.
What?
I said that's lovely.
Yeah, no, this isn't a red flag. You were so eager to get it first, too, that you didn't even ask for a tour. If anything, you are almost entirely sure that it's probably some old shed or even worse, a human trafficking trap. I mean, you're homeless. But you are already at the point where you don't even care. You feel like you'll go insane if you have to spend another night out on the streets. You shudder at the memories. Yeah, anything's better than that. You can swear your heart skipped a beat as your phone lights up with a new notification on the home screen. It's an email from the housing website. Could it be? You impatiently unlock your phone, somehow managing to enter your password incorrectly twice before you do it. You quickly locate the email app and anxiously start reading. Thank you for your application, Anon. We appreciate you using our services, and our smart algorithm has picked these 5 other apartments for you to look at. Ugh, are you kidding me? Oh, hey, it's Zillow. I just applied and already got an ad. It's Zillow. You silently curse the website, thinking that it would have been better if they paid for your rent instead of financing these ads that no one probably even looks at. Well, besides you. While busy with your grandiose brain cursing session, you almost skip another notification that quickly floats into your phone screen. It's yet another email. I swear to God if it's another damn ad. It isn't. It's an email sent by whoever has posted the room listing. The first thing you notice is a ridiculous length. It's short. What? Too short. In fact, there are only 3 lines, 2 of them being Dear Anon and B.R. Sungmin Kim, the name of the original poster. The middle one just says, if you can come to the apartment to sign the contract within 30 minutes, I'll give you the key. Now you're entirely sure that your heart is skipping at least 30 beats a minute. You immediately spring from the seat, grabbing your backpack on the way before your attention is caught by a sad small cup of unfinished coffee on the table. Squeezing your lips with rising guilt, you quickly grab a drink of cold remnants before putting it back down and storming out of the diner. So, serial killer?
Probably, yeah. I
Well,
don't know. It depends if do they have a nipple belt?
We'll find out. You really want to find one with a nipple belt, don't you?
It's one of the things that I need in life.
Good to know. Will this finally be the day that ends your homeless life for good?
No.
You find yourself in front of an apartment door trying to catch your breath. You don't particularly know how, but you somehow manage to make it in time. However, now you aren't sure that you are in front of the correct apartment in the first place. You were fully expecting some shady old building, but it turned out to just be some average apartment complex. He's subletting and no one knows it. Something you could probably never even dream of affording in your current state. You hesitate for a good minute before letting an anxious sigh and pressing the doorbell button. You hear an ordinary buzz sound play on the other side of the door, and then complete silence. The silence gets quickly interrupted, though, as you hear some faint footsteps sounds from behind the door. That would be you.
Indeed. All right, Johnny McJohn. The door is open. I make it.
You Look, I've been homeless. I'll see your dick. I don't care. You jolt as the sound of the man's voice comes from within the apartment, but almost instinctively push the door open. Still hesitantly, you awkwardly step into the entrance. As you walk in, you almost immediately get taken aback by your surroundings. You've replayed so many made-up horror scenarios in your head on your way here that the sight of an ordinary-looking hallway suddenly seems scarier than anything you could have come up with. There is no one in sight, so you just default to polite stance in front of the entrance door, not even daring to take a single step in. Now that you're actually in the apartment, and now that you've confirmed that it looks more or less normal, your anxiety levels are going through the roof. You have to make a good impression. You won't have another chance like this.
And on, I assume.
Oh dear Christ in heaven. You almost jump as a tall, slouched man suddenly appears in one of the doorways of the hallway you're in. You don't immediately realize that he is dressed in a suit because of how disheveled and scruffy he appears to be. Albeit you're not in any position to judge. His eye bags almost seem to merge with his dark eyes as he entirely looks straight at you. If your eyesight was just a bit worse, you could have even thought he had 2 big holes for eyes, given how pale his skin is otherwise. Dumbfounded, you stare back at him, thinking that this eye contact is going on for a bit too long for your taste. Before you realize that, it's your cue to respond. Alright, can I save? Good. Yeah, that's me. Wrong, my name is actually... How did you guess? Are you psychic? That would indeed be me, sir. The man raises his eyebrows in confusion.
With all the formalities. Just Sang Min is fine. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be late for work if we don't hurry, so if you just follow me to the kitchen.
The man then wastes no time as he promptly walks into the kitchen, and you are left with no choice but to follow him in. You step into the kitchen and once again temporarily stunned by just how normal everything looks. Sure, you can tell that someone lives here by small stains and patches of dust here and there, but if you had to choose, you'd happily use this space to take some photos for online housing ads or something. Speaking of photos, you thank heavens for the millionth time today. If Seung Min put up pictures of this apartment, it would have gotten snatched before you could even reply. You don't know if that was just pure laziness or simply a lack of time, but you couldn't feel more grateful to the man in front of you for leaving the listing so empty. But you shouldn't feel grateful just yet. You still haven't signed the contract after all.
Now, if you just look through the papers and sign at the places I marked...
Huh?
The papers on the table. It's the contract.
Wait, is that it? That can't be right, right? He won't even ask for additional information? But...
If you're concerned about the rent, the payment is obviously up front, but we can go through that in the evening. If I stay any longer, I will probably get fired for being late, and then we're both going to be homeless. You're free to move your stuff and unpack, though.
But...
If you're not interested, that's fine too, but then I'd appreciate it if you...
No! No, I'll sign. I'm interested.
Wow, you're an eager one, aren't you?
Right. Clearly this man is not all too concerned about who his new flatmate will be. If he was, he wouldn't have put up an empty listing and responded to a random application within minutes of receiving it. You can't even afford to care about his reason at this point. It's a good apartment, the rent is something you can afford, and the only tenant doesn't look all too crazy. You quickly grab the papers, messily scattered on the table, and slightly trembling hands as you read through them. After making sure it really isn't some part of a human trafficking ring, you take a pen lying around on the table and find the marked spots Seung Min mentioned. Hey, you wrote your name incorrectly. But no big deal. You just have to... Oh, you smart-ass game.
What happens if you keep doing it incorrectly?
Ah, you did it again. Well, just rewrite it.
It was a different message that time. I'm curious.
You're not doing this on purpose, are you?
Oh,
you
God.
really have to get this apartment. You've been living on the streets for... Oh, wow, it's just going on its own now. It's mad at me. Okay, I get it.
Typed it wrong again.
Oh, 100%. Oh, it's just a little angry, isn't it? Wow, your name magically appeared on its own.
It just fucking writes it for you if you don't.
How could that? I told you. How could that possibly have happened? I told you this seemed like this was going to be fun. Well, no time for that now. Game's like, I'm done with your bullshit. Fail. Oh, we got an achievement. Fail your contract signature. After you sign, you audibly breathe out before handing the papers to Seung Min. He quickly goes through them and nods at you.
Great. Your room is in the opposite of the... your room is the one opposite of the bathroom. It's to the right of the kitchen. That should be it for now. All right.
The man in front of you feels around his pockets for a brief second before putting his hand into one and then taking something out. He fumbles with an item for a moment before he finally gets a firm grip on it. He is definitely clumsy, to say the least.
Here's the key. Just don't lose it.
Your hands seem to shake even more as Young Min puts a simple metallic key into them. I won't.
That would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, we will handle the payment later. I should get going.
Right.
Lock the door after me?
Ah, yes. Yes, of course, right. You try to shake off your stupor. You still can't believe that you're officially not homeless anymore. Still somewhat stupefied, you follow Seong Min back to the entrance where he proceeds to put his shoes on, shoes that look as scruffy as he is, and then stand straight in front of the door. As straight as his slouched back allows him to, anyway.
Or just make sure to lock it properly.
What do you think of this so far?
I mean, it's pretty mundane so far, but I feel like we're gonna get into something really bad after he leaves.
Maybe.
And don't let strangers in.
I'm not a kid. I at least know this much.
Right. I will see you in the evening. I'd be happy to have you for dinner.
I'm gonna go screen cap that for a thumbnail. With that, Seong Min leaves through the entrance door, nearly tripping over the welcome mat.
Again, happens every time.
After Seong Min disappears down the hallway, you waste no time as you shut and lock the door. A simple motion, yet it feels so foreign to you. While on different levels, you are now also a resident of this apartment. You own a key, you can lock the door, you can sleep in your own room. So simple yet so foreign. You squeeze the key that's already made home in your palm and can't help but let out a nervous smile curl on your lips. I did it! I really did it! Still overcome with a mix of relief and excitement, you locate your room that, just like Seong Min said, is opposite of the bathroom. Oh, it's fully furnished. You walk through a simple door into a bedroom that appears to be just as simple. You're surprised to find that it's actually fully furnished, bed and desk included. At this point, you wouldn't even mind sleeping on the floor, but seeing how the bed even has its own bed sheets, you almost tear up. If this is a dream, I will be so pissed. But it isn't. And you can hardly believe it. Well, I guess I might as well unpack. The only good thing about being homeless is that besides the backpack always glued to your shoulders, you have no other things. You take it off and start going through your carefully packed stuff. Okay. World's driest shampoo. 100% less moisture. Finally done with putting your things away, you turn towards your new bed and look down at it with rising temptation. No longer able to resist, you let yourself fall onto the fresh bed sheets. So soft and all yours. You rub your face against the pillow with a smile. It feels like luck you've accumulated throughout the year was all poured into this one day. Who knows? Maybe in the future you'll even be able to rent an apartment of your own. Everything seems possible now. It really does. You don't notice how your eyelids start feeling heavier and heavier, and by the time you realize and open your eyes, a few minutes have already passed. Luckily, though, you don't have a shift today. Might as well take a nap. A really lucky day, huh? Left with no energy to even think, you let yourself fall into a deep slumber. We're gonna die.
Probably, yeah.
When you open your eyes again, it's already dark outside. Feeling strangely satisfied and refreshed, you stretch and slowly sit up. God, I haven't slept this good in a long time. Oh shit! Right, Seung-min said you'd sort out the rent payment this evening. And he even offered to have dinner together. Free food! Crap, but this is not what's important right now. You feel a sense of anxiety build up in your throat as you check the time on your phone. 10:27 p.m. Crap. While you silently curse yourself for being so careless, you get off the bed and start unconsciously walking back and forth. I mean, if he really cared, he would have woken me up, right? It's not like you locked the door or anything. Speaking of that, is he even home? You cautiously tiptoe towards the door and quietly put your ear against it, trying to see if you can catch any sounds. He's here. You can clearly make out footstep sounds and moving noises coming from outside of your room. Great. Wonderful. You're not getting kicked out just yet. Maybe the dinner offer is still on the table too? Not wanting to wait any longer, you swing the door open and walk into the hallway. Surprisingly, the hallway looks really different when it's dark. It almost has a new feel to it. Very different from the plastic perfect filming set you've witnessed earlier. You don't spend much time mulling over your perception of the hallway though, as your attention is caught by the light coming from the kitchen. The sound that's coming from there too. You don't have to be a Sherlock to deduce that Seung-min is there, so not wasting any time, you walk towards the light. Wait, what? This can't be.
Oh.
Queen of the kitchen! Dinner's gonna be good tonight.
Silent green is people.
What the hell?
Oh, hey.
This can't be that, right? Come on, Anon, you're not stupid. There has to be an explanation. Right? That's... movie props? Are you working on a film set, Seung-min? These are movie props, aren't they?
No, these are real human body parts.
Oh, come on, you were supposed to agree with me!
Oh, sorry. This is just a weird-looking pig. If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
I like our roommate. Shit. And you just started thinking you lucked out with this apartment. I mean, he can eat people. I don't give a living fuck. What is he? A serial murderer? A cannibal? A serial cannibal? No, wait, that's wrong. I mean, as long as you don't piss him off, you should be fine. A cannibal serial? What?
Getting very bizarre.
That's you.
Hang on a second. Just give me 1 second, please.
Okay, I'll pause it. Go.
If you're thinking about calling the police, I'd advise you against it.
Of course you're calling the police. Next thing you know, it'll be your leg he has on the cutting board. You just got out of homelessness. You're not about to die to some cannibal serial murderer in a pink apron now.
You do understand that if I get arrested, you will no longer be able to stay here, right?
Do you read thoughts too?
I don't.
How do you know I want to stay here anyways? Just so you know, Mr. Seung-min, I have a grandma I can stay with at any time.
No, you don't, Miss Anna.
And even if you do, you probably hate her enough to apply to a random suspicious listing and sign the contract all in the same day.
Listen here. So you did it on purpose.
Well, something like that.
We're not calling the police. We found a new friend. No, he's
I'm
right.
curious what happens if you actually do call the police.
Let's find out.
I'm assuming he just kills you.
Slowly, you take a step back, and then another. Then you bolt for your bedroom. You slam the door and lock it, pressing your back against it, while panic rises in your chest.
And, open the door. Come on.
Did I do something wrong?
You didn't season the leg properly. Quickly, you retrieve your phone and rapidly dial 911.
911, side dude.
My housemate is a murderer. He's cutting people up on our kitchen counter and, oh God!
Oh, damn, that sounds like it sucks.
Are you going to help me or?
Nah, we don't like prank callers. Lay off the alcohol and don't call back.
Bro.
Is this how 911 works in, like, wherever this place is?
Seems like it. Oh no, this might be California. That makes perfect sense.
Are you actually calling the police?
Not anymore?
Could you at least wait until after dinner? I'm so tired and hungry.
What the fuck? Fucking A-cab?
Do you know what that means?
Something about it being a cannibal, I assume?
What the shit? No. They're not getting away with this. I just want to see what happens if I keep piecing them off. If they don't help you, you might die. You know, a bit more frustrated than scared, immediately call 911 once again.
911, what's shaking, bacon?
I'm going to die. Can you, like, send the police to my location or...
Are you white?
It is California! What? Why does that matter? I'm literally going to get murdered.
Not my problem. Call the fire department instead.
Oh God, it is literally California.
Later, loser. Anon, we can talk about this, you know. I really don't have energy to keep knocking.
You can either call the police again, call the fire department, or give up. You regret paying taxes for this.
Try the fire department. Well, there's no song called Fuck the Fire Department. Fuck the police.
Yeah.
You spend the next few minutes finding the phone number to your local fire department while Seung Min weakly taps at the door behind you. You just hear him going...
Anon, I'll probably get the death penalty. Don't you think that's kind of unethical? I only killed a few people since my childhood, but it's not that much. I've only killed maybe 4 innocents. The rest, you could barely call them people. It's not as many as the courts killed with the death penalty.
Please help me, my housemate is literally cutting someone up in the kitchen and... Like,
Have you tried contacting the police?
Yeah, have you? Have you seen how they act? Yeah, bro, and they didn't help.
Oh yeah, they tend to do that. Believe it or not, we get like 13 calls a week. Anyways, we're on our way.
Now you wait as Seung Min continues to tiredly tap at the door, separating you from him. Oh God in heaven, that was loud. Before you know it, you can hear the sound of a fire truck siren swarming the apartment building. Terrified yet patient, you stay hidden in your room, practically counting the seconds until you're saved from this apartment of horrors. After what feels like forever, you can hear the sounds of the front door breaking and yelling of unfamiliar voices and loud footsteps storming throughout the apartment. Relieved, you jump through the door you've had locked this whole time, desperate to be safe in the arms of your saviors. You see the firefighters talking calmly with Seung Min. You expected to see them wailing on him, but instead you see them gently patting his back, offering to get him some food before hauling him down to the police station. Seong Min is cooperative. He doesn't look angry, just kinda sad. The two of you exchange glances before he carefully guided away by the first responders.
Okay.
A month goes by. You've ended up right back where you started. Homeless now that your landlord is rotting away in prison. At least he gets fed every day. Clothed. With a roof over his head. You can't deny a tiny shred of envy that flutters through your mind when you hear about his murder case on the local diner's television. Most days you try to ignore the details about his serial killer status. Who knows what he would have done if you didn't call for help. Some days you visit the same fire department that you reached out to. Sometimes the people there that are familiar with you from your call provide you with small yet hot meals. It's not much, but it gets you through another day. Then, on the coldest day of the month, while taking shelter at the diner, you overhear the broadcast announcing Seong Min's execution, due to take place the next morning. His horribly gaunt, bruised face projected on TV screen turns your stomach. No, don't feel bad for him. Your bones would probably be rotting in his fridge right now if you didn't do this. This isn't your fault. He's a murderer. A serial killer. He made his choice and you made yours. Out into the cold you go after the diner closes for the night. You've been hanging out in the nearby alleyway recently. You've even got a box set up for shelter and everything. Fancy. As you lay down to rest for the night, your mind is filled with thoughts about Seong Min. Regrets, anger, sadness, fear. It's a cold night. The howling wind that barrels down the alley shakes the garbage bin that blocks your home from prying eyes. It's loud, cold, and especially lonely. He would have killed you. Despite the cold, sweat trails down your forehead. If you didn't know any better, you'd think you're in some kind of oven, slowly heating up towards a boil. You remove your socks in an attempt to ease your discomfort. The stars are slowly fading as the sun rises. Light pours down the alleyway. It creeps along the walls to caress your face and its touch as you begin to fade. Can he see it too? I think we got an ending. Also, I think we died.
Yeah, maybe.
My lost housemate. It's warm. Do you think he's warm too?
Okay. Fire extinguisher?
Fire department.
That was a moth.
Die for the first time. Death head moth. Macaw. Alright, guys. So we'll see you next time where we try to get another ending. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.